What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here with a little update video on where we're at with our gear. First thing I want to mention, we did change up our microphone setup during one of the streams. I was trying to prevent every time I hit my desk, it was making a loud thumping sound for people. So I did make some adjustments there, and I just rebalanced how the audio microphone works on this video. So if you guys could do me a favor and just let me know how it came out on your end. Obviously, I listened to it myself after it's encoded, and after some adjustments, this was what sounded best to me, but I also listened to it through headphones. So I just want to kind of get a consensus from you guys, or should I make some adjustments, and then we can kind of play with them on live stream from there if they need to have some changes made. So anyways, if you're new to this channel, what we were working on for the past week, we'd been screwing around with our backup dandelion going for pen when we really didn't have any business doing that yet, since we weren't quite at soft cap. So I wanted to step away from that for a little bit and prepare to make some more tri-ogre attempts, which is where we left off. So I'm not going to hold the suspense or anything, but we did hit the tri-ogre, and we actually did it very, very easily. Prior to this weekend's enhancement stream, I got 20 ogre rings ready, then had a little bit of funds left over. We're going to hold off on picking up more or not to see how things played out or what we wanted to do for the rest of the stream, since we do 2 weekend streams for enhancing for the most part. So 20 ogre rings, we only used 4. We literally one-tapped. We went for our first set of pry on a 30 stack, it went pry. We took it for duo on a 40 stack, it went duo. And then we went ahead and went for try, and it actually went try. So I'm going to play the try clip for you here. Fair warning now, it does have music in it. It shouldn't get a copyright claim on this music. If it does, I'm going to have to mute it afterwards. So if you're catching the clip with audio, it's a pretty decent clip. If you're catching it without audio, it's because they copyright claimed it and I had to mute the audio afterwards. But anyways, let me go ahead and play that for you guys now if you want to check that out. We just keep going. It's time for a drink. It's time for a shot. Let's get a shot. Or let's just one tap all the way. Good stream, guys. I'll catch you next week. See you later. Gotta go. Stream's over. Thanks. So there you go. We didn't obviously actually end the stream there. We'd only been streaming for about 40 minutes. We literally had just started enhancing. I just made like my first 30. I took the backup dandelion. It was on pry. We jammed in for duo from an 18 stack up to a 30. It hit 30, and I was like, oh, perfect stack. Let's just use this for pry. On our first set of ogre rings, we were going to make it a whole night kind of event thing, and it went pry right away. And then, like I said, then we pretty much went straight into duo, straight into try. We'd been streaming 40 minutes and enhancing for like 15 minutes, and we already got the try ogre right off the bat. So then the next thing came up of what the game plan from here was. So just if you don't already know, like I said, I know a lot of you guys that come around the channel are already aware of this. Where I'm at with my gear in general as far as soft cap, my ring is 1 AP short of a tri-crescent. It's 14 AP for a tri-crescent, so I'm 1 short here. Same with my Tet Blue Coral Earring. It's 1 AP short of a tri-tongue grad, or Tet Witch, either way. And then, of course, this guy is 3 AP short of it. So the next logical step, obviously, let's get to 62. I was at 50% over the weekend anyhow. So did some grinding on stream Sunday, a little bit more today. And I'll kind of talk about where I'm grinding, what I'm doing for that. But obviously getting to 62 is good. We'll get the 62 earring, replace this bad boy, and then we'll just be 2 AP off of soft cap from there. And pretty decent spot overall. Just slowly replace these. Now, what I wanted to do is, I had these 16 ogre rings. Since we had 20, it only took 4 for us to go straight to try. Keep in mind, this wasn't one tap, one tap, one tap. I spent 3 billion in ogre rings before this. My total cost in ogre rings was about 3.3 billion total before I finally got my try. It was just in that particular one sitting session. That was our second long stream for ogre attempts that we did, and so I did spend a lot of money overall. Just in that one session, it was one tap straight through. So I did want to throw that out there before everybody says streamer RNG or luck carried or whatever. Anyways, so from here, obviously we want to get 62, get the earring, and then work on the other 2. So I kind of had a decision to make with the ogre rings in general. With the new marketplace coming out, it does make a lot of sense to not have your silver in actual liquid silver, right? It makes a lot more sense to keep items that are valuable, that are going to increase in price, to kind of protect the inflation issues that are going to happen whenever the marketplace comes out. So that was my initial thought. I have 16 ogre rings with just chilling in the bank, and that is perfect. Perfect inflation protection, really. Ogre rings are great. They're 95 mil now. They'll definitely inflate to 150, 160, maybe even a little more. I know in the mainest servers, I think they're hitting 175 and 190 at one point. So hanging on to those and selling them to the marketplace when the new marketplace is implemented is not a terrible idea by any means. The problem that was in my head during that was I wanted to have the ability, if like let's say a tri-crescent or a tri-tongue grad earring does go up, especially the tri-tongue grad, because it's a 3 AP increase instantly until I hit 62, which 62 would then be an additional 1 AP increase for it. So I did want to kind of have the liquid silver to be able to bid on that, which we didn't have without selling the ogre rings. And as I was literally talking about it on stream, on Sunday's stream, like literally minutes into talking about it, right after that a tri-tongue grad went up, did not go to pre-order. And obviously I didn't have the liquid cash to bid on it. So that kind of pushed me. I went ahead and sold the ogre rings, and I'm actually still a little bit short. I need to move. I have 160 something sitting in Duvenkroon, and then I need to move some stuff over. But after I move some stuff over, we'll have, it's 2.375 to be able to bid in liquid silver. So we've got the resources for it for sure to do it. I'm going to do that tonight and have it all ready to go so I can bid on those instantly. Obviously tri-crescents are much cheaper. I just don't want to I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to at least bid. Obviously I'm not going to pre-order it, but being able to snipe them before the new marketplace is going to be really beneficial for me because they are going to increase in price. And if that's the scenario, then later on we'll just enhance them ourselves. It's just I can't get really super hyped about doing an accessory enhancing stream weekend thing when we're going to get a 1 AP increase for it. In general, like dedicating to tri-crescent's not going to feel super great, or something like that. So that's kind of where we went with it, and just keeping the liquid silver so that we can actually make a bid should they go up. Now, aside from that, plans for the leveling, I decided to go with Shira Ruins, and the reason for that is it's actually pretty good XP. The Marnie stones are super easy to get. The money is complete trash. I mean, it's very bad. The money's very bad. It's not good at all. Per hour, I'm working on, and I'll show you a spreadsheet that I started putting together. I just started really grinding here. I only have about 5 hours in so far, since this is literally coming out like 2 days after I started doing it and pushing 62. But I'm keeping a spreadsheet track for every single hour that goes on there, and then I'm gonna do a video breakdown on exactly what I was getting specifically at Shira Ruins. And then I kind of want to make that a separate series because everybody talks about what kind of money per hour and averages and stuff, and I've done spreadsheets before, but I haven't really shared them in any of the videos. So I want to do that since I'm going to be grinding hours and hours at Shira in general. And actually it hasn't been that bad as far as like PvP or like other people there. The mob density is incredible, so the Marnie stones that you get are just absolutely insane. So here's what I've got so far, what I've been working on, just the 5 hours that I've grinded so far. And again, I'm going to do another video covering Shira Ruins entirely once we hit about 20 hours on it, which I'll still be there longer than that, I'm sure, with the XP grind. But this is what you're looking at in general. The star is when I had like some PvP interruptions and stuff, so it kind of affected overall. But at around 6k trash loot per hour, I did have the magic crystal, the 24 mil magic crystal dropped in the first hour I was there, so it brought our net silver for that hour like way higher than it really would be. That thing's 24 mil by itself. And then there was also this hour here, hour 3, I just got a completely inordinate amount Garmoth scales. They were just dropping like crazy by dumb luck that hour. So that skewed it quite a bit too, since those were worth about a mil each. On it, that particular hour was 38. So you can see they're averaging out. These were two kind of crazy hours. Again, we're only 5 hours in so far, but with two kind of crazy hours between those two, which can happen. I haven't had any range drop out of those 5 hours yet. And this one was obviously a little bit, actually this was close to this one despite having a decent amount of PvP in the 5th hour. But this average is going to continue to come down, and I expect the average to be somewhere around 20 mil, pretty straight up across the board, but we'll see. Getting a ring drop obviously is going to heavily skew that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to keep track while I'm actually leveling the whole time, because I think it's going to be a good resource, and as long as I'm logging it each hour, since I'm going to be grinding there anyways, should be a lot of fun. It was also mentioned like Geif and Rassia groups would be faster, doing things like that. I'm not into that. You guys know I love to grind, and that's my style, so I'm really just gonna buckle down and grind my face off to get this 62 push over and done with, get the free earring, and then just work on that crescent ring really after that. Hopefully can snipe something in the meantime and get something going with that if I'm lucky, and we'll try and see. So anyways, I just want to get you guys that gear update. That's where we're sitting at now. I'm pretty much living in Duvenkroon, which is new for me. I haven't hung out much in Dreegen, and I think it'll give me some more insight on things to give you guys some better content on, since not a lot of people mess around with Dreegen much since the release, which I personally haven't either. I've been back to Shira Ruins since it first came out the first couple of days. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. Please do leave in the comments, let me know how the audio balance was, if this came out for you. Like I said, I tweaked it, obviously listened to it beforehand, sounded good to me, but you guys let me know what the balance was like. Was the music a little bit too loud or whatever, because that actually is pretty important to me for the future videos, if you don't mind doing that. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you get updates when we got new videos coming out. We got more guides and stuff. This Sheer Ruins guide will be out before the end of the week for sure. Once I get those 20 hours logged, we'll break that down and kind of see what we're looking at. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.